So, no, these races, different winner wins them every week, so he's there, he's fit, he's well, he's going to be up on the pace, so he might whack away.
That was his first win last start in quite a while. Has he been difficult to train, Gerald?
No, I think the hardest part with him is keeping the horse happy, keeping him well in his mind and in himself, and I think he puts in then, but no, I think he's got the stage 2 7-year-old now. He can't quicken like he used to be able to sprint home. And like the other day, I think the sectionals were pretty even, the first 1200 and the last 1200. So, they've got to go along a little bit for him. He just keeps whacking away.
York Road Dress Circle in this race last year. Anyway, ready? And they're off in the Tattersalls plate, and they jumped in a reasonably good line. Immediately the Stab is going to drop out to last, and the heavily tried Spillway straight to the lead now. From Bellows Senor, Chinova third, and travelling fourth, Pristine Partners. Silent Impact, the outsiders next, a couple of lengths to Power of Pegasus, and then a gap to Outlaws. Second last is Cassia, and 2.5 lengths the Stab. Spillway untroubled to lead as they turn out of the straight and go along past the 2000. About a length and a half his break on Bellows Senor. Third is Chinova on the inside of Silent Impact, inclined to get his mouth open, and then Pristine Partners, 3 or 4 then to Power of Pegasus, a couple to Outlaws, Cassia next to last, and the Stab is last. Round about 15 to 20 lengths would cover the field as they go along to the 1700 metres, and Spillway left alone. Muntz can dictate terms to suit himself on Spillway, and into the back of the course of the 1600, Spillway by 2, Bellows Senor, Silent Impact next, then Chinova on the fence at about 3 or 4 lengths to Pristine Partners, similar margin then Power of Pegasus. Is another 4 or so to Outlaws. Cassia, the 9-year-old mare, is second last, and another 2.5 behind her is the Stab. They work their way along the back of the track and run down to the halfway pole at the 1200 on the Tattersalls plate, and Spillway by about a length and a half or so. Second posse is Bellows Senor. Silent Impact is running third, and Chinova on its inside. About 5 lengths to Pristine Partners, then Power of Pegasus. Cassia on the inside of Outlaws, and 2.5 the Stab, who's been last from the word go. Out of the back straight and coming onto the high straight side, and the leader is Spillway. Bellows Senor, Darren Beatman is putting a little pressure now to Muntz on Spillway at the 800 marker now. Spillway about a length and a quarter, Bellows Senor. Silent Impact has travelled sweetly in the run, followed by Chinova. 5 lengths to Pristine Partners. A length further back is Power of Pegasus. Outlaws wider out, 2 Cassia, 1 the Stab. Down towards the corner at the 500 marker, and Spillway's been the leader from the start. A length the break on Bellows Senor, followed by Chinova, and then Silent Impact about to be revved up, and 4 Pristine Partners straightening. How much has Spillway got left? And as they top the rise, and Beatman drives Bellows Senor to the lead from Spillway. Silent Impact is another 2.5 lengths away. Spillway's not done. It's Bellows Senor still in front of neck on Spillway, but Bellows holding Spillway. Silent Impact and Power of Pegasus, but Bellows Senor in a grinding run to the lines is a little too good, and Bellows Senor beat Spillway, Silent Impact and Power of Pegasus. Then came Pristine Partners, a long margin Outlaws, followed home by Chinova, Cassia, and the Stab last all the way. Victory to Bellows Senor. Number 4, written by Darren Beatman, has paid $7.30 and $2.20. Second placing going to 3 Spillway, and the tote will be $1.60. Number 5 will be third, Silent Impact, given every hope, $2.30. Well, Bellows Senor, after a long time, found the winner's circle here on the 21st of August. Isn't it an amazing thing? Once a horse finds the winner's stall after a long, long way away from same, he sometimes, or she sometimes, can follow it up with another win. And this fella has done just that. 4, 3, 5 and 1 are official. Number 4, Bellows Senor by Rami from Bella Senorina. Gerald Ryan, Darren Beatman. Darren he saw that Muntz was getting things his own way to about the halfway at the 1200, but then from about the 1000 he thought, I've just got to work a little forward on this fella, and he just put a little pressure to Spillway, and was able to beat Spillway by a margin of around a half a length.
Right, thanks Ian, and the winner is by Rami. The same owners, Contract Racing Stable, had another one by Rami a few years ago, who was an absolute speedball, of course, paint. And yet here's another son of Rami. He just plodded away there, just a whacking, grinding win over 2,400 metres, and probably could have gone around again. Let's go to Larry at Doomben.
Yeah, thanks.
Here's Greg Miles at Flemington.
Righto, John. Another wide open race. Here's Runs to Win now coming up into the line.
Eagle Rhythm goes in after runs to win. Little Dozer about to get set. Very evenly graded field. Prince Rubiton holding favouritism, but only narrowly. Good move for Karamazoo, and there won't be much between those two on track. And a move two for Squilani. Slight drizzling rain just coming in again, just when it looked like it had blown away completely. Make Mine Magic is set now. Yammer moving along. Next to come up, his first staying run. Good effort too. Now Moon Dragon about to move up, and this light drizzling rain comes in again. Now equal favourites on track. Prince Rubiton, who's eased, and Karamazoo backing up from his tough win at Caulfield last week. El Nino now moves up into the gates. Weasel Will to get set with the Mission. The rain won't be helping Emission's run, but they've got to start the spring campaign somewhere, don't they? Now Emission moves up for Damien Oliver, so they're set to go for the fourth. All clear comes through. They're racing. And Emission slow by a length. Prince Rubiton jump well with runs to win. Make Mine Magic, the grey, spearing forward, trying to find the lead. Also away fast as Roman Arch over on the outside as they've settled into stride and go by the 1200 metres, in a fairly bunched unit here with Squilani going through. Roman Arch on his outside, and they go to the lead together. Make Mine Magic settling back in third, and Moon Dragon fired up with the blinkers on over racing, moving up deep out on the course. Karamazoo getting a good trail fifth, and El Nino's wide. A length Paternal runs to win, and it's being followed then a length and a half away to Prince Rubiton, with Eagle Rhythm forward around it and wide. Back behind those horses then is a Mission, and he's followed by a Little Dozer, and then came Flying Ed. Weasel Will towards the end, and then Kabila and Yammer coming around the home turn now, and it's Little Squilani on the inside and Moon Dragon. They'll be first for the judge from El Nino. Karamazoo following him home. They were followed by Roman Arch down to the inside with Make Mine Magic, and then came Prince Rubiton. Squilani booting clear early in the straight, leads by 3 now. Out after it El Nino. Karamazoo on the outside. Make Mine Magic battling away. Little Dozer making ground along the rails. Squilani in front at the 200. El Nino's coming home well on the outside, and Karamazoo is starting to lift. Squilani in front at the 100. El Nino, Karamazoo coming after him. Squilani gives everything. He fights well, and Squilani wins it by a long neck. Karamazoo. El Nino third, then Prince Rubiton, closely followed by Roman Arch. Runs to win Little Dozer, Weasel Will, and they were followed by Yammer out wide, and then came Flying Ed, and further back was Eagle Rhythm, Paternal, Kabila, and then came Moon Dragon towards the end, and last is a Mission. She's a tough little competitor. Number 17, Squilani, drew a middle gate. He was used to find the lead, and then he accelerated. He was the first to go for home at the bend. Gave them every chance to run him down, but he's just kept on producing. He's never been out of the money in a 9-start career, which has now yielded 6 victories, and he's won his 2 starts this time in. Excellent performance. 17, Squilani, Danny Nikolic first. Number 16 was second, Karamazoo, ridden by Darren Gauci, and 6 was third, El Nino, ridden by Greg Childs. Good effort from a wide barrier. 17, 16 and 6. Fourth home was Prince Rubiton, and fifth in the race went to Roman Arch in 124.4, 124.4. He's just a good little genuine racehorse, this bloke. And when he's been beaten, there's been genuine excuses on each occasion. That Port Adelaide Guineas run 2 starts ago before he went out for a spell was just phenomenal. He never got on the track, and the last time they brought him over here, he ran a great race at Caulfield without any luck at all in the race at Post 1. So nice to see good, strong, honest horses producing their best and saluting. Not a lot of him, but what it is all good racehorse. 17.
The late great Randwick trainer Philolotta telling me all about Furious one day. We were chatting out at his stables there at Randwick. Philolotta strapped Furious in the 1920s, and he told me that she was really something special. Victory Vane is the favourite for the race named in her honour at $1.50. Sunday Joy second pick at $6.40, and Chatelaine at $9. We've got correct weight now at Caulfield, Morfettville I should say, correct weight Adelaide, Sunday Shoes $4.30, $3, Janola Star $4.60, Upmarket Star no third, Quinella 27, Trifecta 190, 170. Tally ho! And the hunt proceeds at the Morfettville Racecourse, and there is a pretty sight, a wonderful sight from the animal kingdom, and a sight commonly seen, of course, in England. And there are several hunting clubs here in Australia, and one member of a hunting club on the Southern Highlands is the well-known Warwick Farm trainer, two of them in fact, Paul Cave and Tony Wildman, who enjoy a fox hunt almost as much as they enjoy winning races at Randwick. Ian Craig at Randwick now for the Furious Stakes.
To say that one of the fillies can topple Victory Vane. She's come in 3 points in the ring, Chatelaine. So her run behind Victory Vane was terrific, wasn't it, at the resumption of both fillies in the Silver Shadow first leg of the Princess Series. I was just commenting earlier, some great fillies have won this race, and of course the Mighty Sunline won it in 1998, and of course Unworldly won it in 2000, and what a tragic ending she had. Now here's Royal Siren moving up, and only Salome will be the last one. Oh no, there's another one away over there. Royal Siren's not quite in, and riderless is Lavishly. Previous event going to Bellows Senor, the second won by Snowland, and the Half Hennessy took out the first. Victory Vane has now had the 12 starts, 9 wins, and the princely tally of $1,616,415 in prize money. Lavishly, good sort, and the best will be seen of her, I think, when races get longer. She's by Sunday Silence from a Care Leon mare, Luna Leona. Sunday Silence represented by Sunday Joy. Now Lavishly is there, and the red light is on, so a start is imminent in the Furious Stakes. Ready now. Racing in the Furious, and Soprano missed it by more than a length, and Salome first out. Royal Perla jumped out pretty well, and so did Victory Vane. Miss Bowie up looking for the lead now, followed by Sunday Joy and then Stratica. Chatelaine is going to be pratted very wide from highest, and then Lavishly. Royal Siren second last, and a length Soprano. They work onto the course proper, and Salome is a clear-cut leader by about 2 lengths on Sunday Joy. Miss Bowie third on the rails. Victory Vane into a striking posse fourth, one off the fence from Chatelaine. Then Stratica highest at about 3 lengths to Lavishly, and drifting back in the race is Royal Perla, 2.5 Royal Siren, and Nexus Prana on the inside. They work their way down past the 650 and Salome. 2 lengths on Sunday Joy, a length of Victory Vane around Miss Bowie, and 1 to Chatelaine highest. On the fence is Stratica, 2 lengths to Lavishly, Royal Perla, Soprano, and Absolute is the rank outsider. Royal Siren coming to the corner, and Salome will lead the Furious field into the straight. A length Sunday Joy, Miss Bowie. Dan Beasley now asking Victory Vane for her effort, and she's racing up to these leaders, and then Stratica, Chatelaine, Royal Perla and Soprano. Victory Vane letting down now at the 200, and she sprints to the lead, Victory Vane. Royal Perla to second, and then Soprano, but Victory Vane, she's in full flight. Royal Perla won't catch her, and Victory Vane, what a magnificent filly. Victory Vane from Royal Perla and Lavishly. Huge run, the third filly. Then Soprano, Sunday Joy highest, Stratica, Miss Bowie, Chatelaine, Salome and Absolute Royal Siren. Well, she has a heart as big as herself. She's now added the Furious Stakes to her impressive tally, and she only needs the Flight Stakes to clean up the 200,000 bonus. Today she's paid $1.50 for the win in NSW and $1.10 for the place. What about when he let her down? Didn't she sprint? Second placing, Royal Perla, number 5, terrific run. Stablemate of Sportsman, the Peter Pan winner. And she's paid a dividend of $4.30. Number 10, Lavishly. What an eye catcher. Second start in the race, and first starts in Feb. Crying out for a ground. She's paid $2.90. 7 ran fourth. Soprano, terrific effort after missing the kick. And there will be some form out of the Furious Stakes, but she is in a class of her own at the moment, Victory Vane. 1, 5, 10 and 7. $13.50 Quinella, $18.60 exact, $257.20. The trifecta, the first four on 1,510.7, $1,497. The extra double paid $12.30, and we're just awaiting on the superfecta numbers. And the fifth went to number 9, and the sixth to number 2.
Well, the way she's going, she just looks like dominating the 3-year-old fillies races. Joe, have you got Bede there?
I have, and he's smiling broadly, and why wouldn't he be? She's a freak of a filly.
Yeah, she's done the job great, hasn't she? Well, she just won so well, hasn't she? What do you say?
Exactly, there's not much more you can say. She wins with such consummate ease every time.
Yeah, she does, and you know, I hope she just keeps doing it. I suppose every day she wins, she's getting closer to a defeat sometime, but that's racing. But yeah, it's just great.
Starting to become a pretty big day for you. You had Half Hennessy win the first. He was very impressive too.
Yeah, he was, Joe. That's great. 2's great, and I don't think we'll win 3, but if we do, it'll be better still.
Thanks for talking to us, Bede. Congratulations.
Thanks, Joe.
Bede Murray, trainer of Victory Vane, and what a star filly she is. Her 10th win from 13 starts today, and her earnings are already creeping up to near the $2 million mark at this early point of her career.
Joe, do you remember when she won those early 2-year-old races on the inside track over that funny distance of 817 metres or whatever it was? A lot of people thought then she was a half-mile speedball.
Yeah, I think that was rubbish talk, and that's been proven now. I mean, they're talking, Tappy, about taking her down to Melbourne for the Oaks in the spring, and on the form she showed already this preparation, she's already the one to beat in that.
She just relaxes so well, Joe. Did you see the way she just went to sleep there in the run today?
Oh, she relaxes so beautifully, which does suggest a race like the Oaks will be right up her alley, Tappy. She's the best filly racing anywhere in Australia at the moment.
How's the crowd out there?
Absolutely fantastic. I don't have official numbers yet, but I can tell you it's very large. And why wouldn't it be? Such superb racing today.
Thanks, Joe. Talk to you later. Larry Olsen on standby now at Doomben. Right on start time for the Ascot Vale, but no sign of them being called up. Innovation Girl, trained by Brian Mayfield-Smith, who had Prince Rubiton in the previous race there. Prince Rubiton took an age to extricate himself from a tight spot, and I thought he hit the line pretty strongly and made good ground over the last 100 metres. Innovation Girl has won 6 out of 7. Her only defeat was at the hands of Yell in the listed Verve Cliquot at Caulfield back in February. But since coming back from a spell, and a long spell at that, she's put together 3 brilliant wins. The Group 3 Dermody in Adelaide, the listed Crockett at Moonee Valley, and the listed Quisette at Caulfield. She's just a real runner, Innovation Girl. Doomben now, we have Correct Weight and Awesome Edge, 6:30, 2:50. Decani second, 180. No third, Lady Isabella. Quinella 10:20. Trifecta is 157.40. Now they're starting to move into the gates at Flemington as we join Greg Miles.
So we have 3 in the stalls. A race that has produced a number of Caulfield Guineas winners over the years. I think our Maze-K was the most recent. And the list of those that did it before him are some of the best 3-year-olds that have graced the turf. Manicato, Surround and Vane. One here before going on to win the Guineas. Who will it be this year to take out this Group 2 race? A race that on occasion has thrown up some big surprises. Remember some Queenslanders by the name of Zephyr Cross and Quigent, who came and bloused good fields at big odds. We've seen odds-on favourites beaten in the race. It's such a tough test up the straight 6 at Flemington. The sun peeps through on a cool day. Track still officially rated as good. The light's been turned on. They're nearly ready. Here's the Hong Kong 3-year-old Able Choice going in, and the filly Innovation Girl. 5 fillies before her since the race was inaugurated in 1969 have been successful. So Gorgeous did it a couple of years ago, and now we're about to see action in 2002. Set for the Ascot Vale. Racing Innovation Girl, Able Choice began fast and ACDC got away well. They're all coming grandstand. David Anoche was away quickly and Titanic Jack over their heels to find a place near the outside rail. Then General Mamulta, Brief Embrace and Cool Trent had dropped out to be last with Tycoon Ruler trapped out on a limb. Coming up towards the 850 metre mark now, and it's David Anoche who'd crossed the field and led on the outside rail. Innovation Girl is right behind her. Tycoon Ruler deeper out in the red colours is improving his place. Right behind him is Able Choice, and they're followed by Titanic Jack, who's following the speed. Then ACDC well away from the rail. General Minolta is behind him. They're followed by Brief Embrace and Cool Trent towards the tail, but they're tightly bunched, heading towards the 400 metre mark now. And David Anoche looks to be headed off by Tycoon Ruler. Down the outside then is Able Choice putting in a run. Innovation Girl waiting for her challenge. ACDC coming with a run, and then Brief Embrace at the 200 metre mark now. And here's Innovation Girl let down with her run. She's coming after Able Choice, ACDC and Brief Embrace. Innovation Girl hit the front. Cool Trent is bursting through from nowhere. Innovation Girl in front of Cool Trent. Innovation Girl, the filly's done it, beating Cool Trent. Titanic Jack third, Able Choice fourth, then ACDC, General Minolta, and they were followed then by Brief Embrace. Back towards the tail of the field in a blanket finish over the line, David Anoche and Tycoon Ruler. The coolest of rides by Kieran McAvoy. Runs were going all around him and he just sat and waited. A great ride by Kieran McAvoy in a straight race, showing brilliant poise to wait for the optimum moment to strike. And Innovation Girl sprinting brilliantly and then holding out the strong finish of Cool Trent to win the Ascot Vale Stakes and become just the sixth filly in the history of the race to do so. Innovation Girl, Kieran McAvoy and Brian Mayfield-Smith.
Righto, Greg, thank you. Look at that cluster of horses. You wouldn't believe you could have all of that room on that massive stretch of turf at Flemington and have horses being racing in restricted room the way some of them were there. Titanic Jack was in restricted room for quite a while. Andrew Bensley, who have you found for us?
Mate, I've found about 15 jubilant owners here. I don't know whether you can see us, all the girls here too. They jump for joy. Des Pope's here. Des, congratulations. We'll catch up with Brian shortly, but a big thrill for you.
Oh, very much so. And today to beat the Colts and be vindicated, it's fantastic.
No doubt about that. How did you feel through it? Because there was a bit of pressure on it. They all come to the outside.
Well, we always knew she was a good horse, and okay, in the last 200 metres when she got there and hung on, well, then we felt relaxed.
All right, now I'll tell you something. I'm caught up by a rose here, you wouldn't believe it. I'm going to duck down. I want you, we're on camera back to Sky. Give them a cheer. How about that, guy? And well done to the connections of Innovation Girl. We'll come back shortly, Tappy, with Brian Mayfield-Smith.
You get all the good jobs. Innovation Girl, brilliant win. Okay, it'll be 9-2-4. Innovation Girl, 240, 130. Cool Trent, 460. Titanic Jack, 140. Quinella. Well, this, for many of these horses, is second up. Shogun Lodge resumed 3 weeks ago in the Premier Stakes, won by Century Kid. He ran third, so he's had a 3-week break in between. Mr Bureaucrat ran fourth in the Warwick Stakes a fortnight ago, and gosh, he ran a cheeky race first up over that shorter trip. Georgie Boy hasn't appeared for quite a while now. His last run, in fact, was at Randwick, not that long back, in July, in the race won by Skidor. Carp Gun has had one run back in the Premier. Daniel's the man. He ran fourth, that's right, at Warwick Farm to Desert Brigadier. Lonro second in the Warwick Stakes. That was his second up. He won the Missile first up. And Republic Lass a slashing third in the Warwick Stakes to Defier. A lot of interest in this. The 3-year-old in the race is Platinum Scissors from the Waterhouse stable, a half-brother to Redute's Choice, and he carries exactly the same colours that were carried by Redute's Choice. Lonro, $1.40. Shogun Lodge, $5.40. He's coming in. Republic Lass, $7.30, is also shortened up a bit as we take you to Royal Randwick and Ian Craig.
Up for the Chelmsford Stakes over the 1,600 metres. And Lonro $1.40 and $1.10 ahead of number 1 Shogun Lodge, $5.40 and $1.40. One of the roughies coming in, short Yorkshire Lass. Now they're moving in for the Chelmsford Stakes, repeating $1.40 and $1.10 for number 6 Lonro. Looks terrific. Number 1 Shogun Lodge, $5.40, $1.40. And the only other horse under double figures in New South Wales, number 7 at $7.30, $1.50 for Republic Lass. Now Craig Newt moving forward on the 3-year-old Platinum Scissors. Previous race won by Victory Vane, beat Royal Perler and Lavishly. Bello Senior took the 3rd, Snowland the 2nd, and Half Hennessy won the 1st. Now Georgie Boy moving forward. He looks very well. He's 7 years of age, but very sprightly. And Shogun Lodge, Corey Brown riding him this afternoon, and Corey bringing Shogun Lodge forward. And we'll soon see action in the Group 2 Chelmsford Stakes. 1600 racing this time, and they came away in a pretty good line too. And actually old Georgie Boy is going to lead early from the 3-year-old Platinum Scissors. Moving up quickly is the Ruffy Daniels the man, and Lonro nice and handy, followed by Carp Gun Republic Lass. Then a length's gap to Mr. Bureaucrat as Yorkshire Lass drifts back, and a length and a half to Shogun Lodge. They race along the back of the course and go by the 1,200 metres. And here it's Georgie Boy putting on the speed and leads by 2.5 lengths now. On the stablemate Daniels the man, about 2.5 to Platinum Scissors, a length and a half to Lonro. 1 to Carp Gun Republic Lass on the inside of Mr. Bureaucrat. Shogun Lodge has passed one, and that is Yorkshire Lass. They work to the side of the track now and come down towards the halfway pole at the 800, and the leader is Georgie Boy. He's about 2.5 lengths clear on Daniels the man. Lonro going up on the inside and shading the youngster Platinum Scissors, although Lonro might have got tightened up a bit there, and he dropped back about 3/4 to a length. And then comes Carp Gun, followed by Republic Lass, a length and a half to Mr. Bureaucrat, Yorkshire Lass, and Shogun Lodge is last, back about 10 lengths from Georgie Boy. And as they commence the long run round the Randwick home corner, Georgie Boy from Daniels the man. Newitt's made a long run on Platinum Scissors, and Beedman now letting Lonro loose. And as they come down to the 250, and Lonro, he raced away a length and a half on the youngster Platinum Scissors, followed by Georgie Boy. Shogun Lodge getting home late, but Lonro in full flight. He's dark coat shining in the Radwick sunshine. He's holding Platinum Scissors. Republic Lass next, but Lonro, oh, isn't he a great horse? Lonro from Platinum Scissors, Republic Lass and Shogun Lodge. And then Mr. Bureaucrat, followed home then by Yorkshire Lass, and then Georgie Boy, Carp Gun and Daniels the man. Oh, he really is a super horse, Lonro, and he toyed with them, didn't he? What a huge run by the youngster Platinum Scissors, and what about the 3rd and 4th horses too from the future viewpoint, particularly the mare Republic Lass. Let's check the numbers. Number 6, Lonro, has paid $1.40 and $1.10. These are not official as yet. Second will go to number 9, Platinum Scissors. In fact, here are the officials, 6, 9, 7 and 1. Number 6, Lonro, $1.40, $1.10. Number 9, Platinum Scissors, $2.90. And number 7, Republic Lass, $1.50. Quinella, $10.50. Exacta, $16.10. Trifecta, $56.10. The first 4, 6, 9, 7, 1, $102.60. Lonro by Octagonal from Sade. Trained by John Hawkes for the Woodland Stud Syndicate. And 15 starts, 11 wins, 2 seconds and 1/3. He really is something special. And